going to be talking about forever and a day.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Beautiful counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They exchange punches. Katie Taylor looked like she was on her way to beating Jessica McCaskill fairly easy back in 2017. But in the second half of the fight, McCaskill turned things on.
I worry about Taylor. Last few fights I've seen, she's tired towards the end. That's not the old Taylor I know. I think she has a good few more fights left in her, but there is a way to get the win. McCaskill knows that. McCaskill may start earlier because she knew she'd do well in the second half of the fight. She knows what she's got to do. Is this the night? Is this the night Taylor loses? We don't know, but we know it can go. We know it can happen.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punching. That jab was blocked. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round two. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Punch, counter punch. That right hook not connecting. Catches and counters. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Hold that thought! We rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different... Let's get it started in round three. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? How about that time counter shot? Throws the jab but does not score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
She wasn't ready for that counter. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Jab does not score. She got clipped by that counter. That jab doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Good counter shot by her. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counter punch right up the middle. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
There's a counter shot. Nice lead hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot by her. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. won't score. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Can't find a home for that jab. She scores with that counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
there's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Straight right just misses. The jab doesn't quite connect. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She wasn't ready for that counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. She catches and counters. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about McCaskill in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Hold that thought! Oh, we rarely see McCaskill hurt, but she is now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Oh, McCaskill might get knocked out. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter shot by her. Nope, that jab not going to score. She scores with that counter. How about that time counter shot? Oh, McCaskill just got caught. She's in trouble. What a shot! Down goes Jessica. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.